2026 is here, and I'm going to venture a wild guess. You probably want to end the year with more money in the bank than you're starting it with. You are not alone. 1 in 4 people set for themselves the goal to make financial progress each year, year over year, and in fact, most New Year's resolutions are about money. Things that might sound familiar like, I want to save more money. I want to spend less and cut down expenses. I want to pay down or reduce my debt, or I want to improve my credit score. I want to make more income. Your resolutions for 2025 looked relatively similar, and then nothing changed. About 1 in 10 Americans actually reach their New Year's resolutions. The rest continue on the same cycle every year. They set goals. They tell themselves everything's going to change. Within a few weeks or months, they forget that they've never made the goal. Around this time of the year, they tell themselves this year's going to be different. It may sound harsh, but unless you know the right things now, you'll be looking at similar videos next year, wondering why nothing has changed. But the thing is, this really isn't your fault, because the financial advice that we get from our parents, that we learn in school, if we even learn anything there, the advice that we read in books, learn from so-called experts, and hear from our friends, most of it sounds great in theory, but doesn't apply to real life, especially if you're a busy 6-figure earner who already has too much going on in their life to take hours every week to organize their finances, set up a budget, make sure they're tracking their budget, etc., etc. I like to say that debt is a symptom of a broken system, and so is the lack of progress you've been making with your finances. It's not you, it's what you've been taught about money. So let's change that for 2026. If you're watching this video and at any point in 2026, everything I'm going to say here is still going to apply. But if you're watching at the beginning of 2026, take action on this now. You just set your New Year's resolutions. You just told yourself that this year is going to be different. You have a lot more motivation now than you will in a few months if you leave this waiting. And if you use the first 3 months of this year properly, money will never be as problematic as it is now. So make sure you finish watching this video and take action on what I'm about to show you. Completely changing your finances is easier than you think if you have the right system. So what's keeping you stuck? Why is it so hard to make progress financially? So let's start with the first big reason your finances are stuck: the income illusion and the lifestyle trap. You make great money. Maybe it's $100,000, $150,000, $200,000 or more. On paper, you should feel really good, but in reality, your bank account doesn't look anything like what 6 figures is supposed to feel like. That's the income illusion. Every raise, every bonus, every promotion quietly turns into lifestyle upgrades. Nicer apartment, better car, more trips, more takeout, slightly nicer everything. It never feels like big dumb decisions. It feels like normal lifestyle creeping up one Amazon order at a time. The problem is simple. If your lifestyle grows at the same speed as your income, your financial progress always stays flat, like you're running on a treadmill, but you're working harder. You're not actually moving forward. In 2026, that has to change from earn, spend whatever's left, to earn, automatically invest and save first, then spend the rest. The only way out of the income illusion is to decide in advance how much of every raise and every paycheck is allowed to go to lifestyle and how much must go to freedom. The second thing keeping you stuck is ignoring your finances and not setting specific goals. A lot of high earners tell themselves, I'll deal with the money later when things slow down. Guess what? Life never slows down. Work, kids, projects, travel. There's always something more urgent than logging into your accounts. So you end up managing money by vibes instead of by numbers, because you don't take the time to set up a system to manage your finances. You never have the time to manage your finances, and that causes stress. So many other things are fighting for your attention, which makes ignoring your money seem like self-care, but it's not, because in the back of your head, this problem doesn't go away. You know you should be taking better care of your finances, but you keep avoiding it, and the stress and the issues keep piling up. And remember, very few people that set financial resolutions actually stick with them long enough to see the real results. The rest either forget the goal by March or never set out with a specific plan in the first place. Save more is not a real goal. Put $2,000 a month into investments is. Pay off debt is vague. Pay off this $8,000 card by November at $800 a month is clear. The third reason you're stuck is you made money management way too complicated. You've probably heard this advice. track every dollar, use 3 different budgeting apps, make a spreadsheet for everything, color code all of your categories. That sounds productive for about a week. Then work gets busy, you miss a day or two, the spreadsheet is outdated, and you quietly stop opening it. Now you feel behind, guilty, and even less inclined to look at your money. But your brain, as a 6-figure earner, is already making dozens of high-stakes decisions every day. You can't add another full-time job called Chief Financial Tracker on top of that. You don't need a more detailed system, you need a simpler one. In 2026, your finances should be organized into a few clear buckets. One place for bills and fixed expenses, one place for guilt-free spending, one place for savings, one place for investing. Just remember, keep it simple, stupid. The best system will fail if it's too complex for you to stick with. Like, what's the perfect diet? The one that you can stick to. The 4th point is something I disagree on with like every financial guru out there. Because what do they tell you? Set a budget, just be more disciplined, track harder, just cut your expenses, tighten your belt. That is the traditional narrative that so-called experts push worldwide and that people try year over year and fail year over year with. Because this might work for a month, but when you have an intense work life, you're potentially dealing with kids, deadlines, normal life stress that are piling up, then your willpower is the number one worst tool to rely on. Your discipline and willpower will run out every single time. You don't need to become the kind of person who loves spreadsheets and receipts and tracks every single thing they spend money on. You need a system that doesn't require these things to work at all. That's why your finances are stuck. Because you've been following a path that depends on you being a robot that you can carry work out in theory, but doesn't apply to real life, especially for 6-figure earners. Number 5, credit cards, loans, and financing offers. Most 6-figure earners don't get wrecked by one giant, obvious bad decision. It's death by 1,000 0% APR for 12 months, buy now, pay later, 12 easy payments of $199. Each one feels manageable. Together, they quietly lock up hundreds of dollars of monthly cash flow. You might be telling yourself, it's fine, I can afford the payment. Affording the payment is not the same as making progress. Every monthly payment is future dollars you've already spent. That money can't go towards investing, can't go toward your freedom, can't go toward buying back your time. In 2026, the goal isn't get rid of every credit card instantly. It's to systematically free up cash flow by prioritizing which debts to attack and then automating those extra payments so that you don't have to think about them. And let me make it clear, I'm not telling you to stop enjoying your life. I'm not telling you to stop spending altogether. What I am saying is let's do this within reason so we can enjoy our life while we make progress financially. And then there's inflation. Over the last few years, the cost of living has increased faster than a lot of people's salaries. Rent, groceries, insurance, childcare, they've all climbed. If your raise last year was 3% and your real expenses went up 68%, your same lifestyle actually got more expensive. That means doing nothing is actually moving you backward. If you keep the same habits from 2023 to 2025, you get a worse outcome in 2026. That's why it feels like you're working harder but not getting ahead. The way to fight inflation is not to obsess over every coffee. It's to increase the gap between income and lifestyle, automatically route that gap into assets that can grow faster than inflation. It's an unfortunate fact that our money is worth less every year. We can't change that, but we can change what we do with our money. Instead of keeping a giant pile of cash under your mattress, start making your money work for you. So what actually needs to change in 2026? There are 3 big shifts. Number 1, stop relying on your motivation and willpower. Number 2, stop making your income and lifestyle move in lockstep. Number 3, stop winging it and start using a simple automated system. Right now, at the top of the year, you have more motivation than you will in March, July, or October. This is the window where you can build something that keeps working when you're busy, stressed, or just not in the mood to think about money. Start by sitting down and asking yourself what you actually want to achieve by the end of 26. And that doesn't mean vague targets like, I want to save more. Set actual numbers and goals that you can write down, and by the end of this year, look back on and answer with a very simple yes or no, whether you achieve them or not. That can be paying off multiple credit cards. That can be saving up a certain amount. Whatever you end up deciding on, write it down and put it somewhere you can see these goals to remind yourself of what you are working towards. Over this video, I've talked a lot about building a simple system and automating your finances. I strongly believe that having the correct system that automatically manages your money for you on a day-to-day level to a point where you don't really need to think about where your money goes, how much money you can spend this month, and how much money to invest or put aside. Here's the high-level system that gets you unstuck. You'll want to set up 4 accounts. Account number 1 is for bills and fixed costs. This is where your paycheck lands currently today. From here, you automate fixed bills, mortgage, rent, utilities, insurance, minimum debt payments. This is the keep the lights on account. Account 2 is for guilt-free spending. Every week, we set an amount that automatically moves into this account. This is where restaurants, fun, clothing, hobbies come from. If the money's there, you can spend it guilt-free. If it's gone, you're going to wait until the next week. No tracking every coffee. Account 3. Savings and safety. Another automatic transfer sends money into a high-yield savings account. This covers your emergency fund, known but irregular expenses like car repairs, annual insurance, home maintenance, pool membership, travel, etc. Kids stuff. This protects you from surprise expenses that aren't ever really surprises, by the way. Account number 4 is investments. Finally, you automate contributions to your 401k or workplace plan, Roth IRA, traditional IRAs, taxable brokerage accounts for extra investing if you want to touch that money pre-59.5. The key is this: those transfers are scheduled to happen automatically on or right after your payday. You shouldn't be manually deciding every month whether you feel like saving or investing. The decision should already be made. Once this is in place, your default outcome is you get richer every month without needing more discipline. I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm not going to dive too much into all the details here, but what I will do is link you to a video where I completely break down the system for free. So just click the link in the description or on the screen. Now that you have a high-level overview of how to approach this and actually make the progress in 2026, as you've been putting off doing year over year, you might be wondering if this isn't a bit too complicated to actually set up, and that's totally fair. When I talk about money and automation and systems, you might be thinking about needing AI to manage your money and extremely complex daily things that you need to manage. That is not the case here. In fact, we actually optimize this for you to do nothing. So remember what I said earlier, keep it simple. We don't want something that's complicated and ends up not working. In practice, we're really only doing a few things here. We're setting up a few automatic transfers between a few different bank accounts and your investment platforms. We're making it clear what each account is for so they each have a clear purpose. Checking it once a month or maybe 10 to 15 minutes. You already use autopay for Netflix, Spotify, your phone bill, etc. This is the same thing, just applied to a future instead of your subscriptions. It's a one-time setup that takes 60 to 90 minutes and replaces dozens of manual decisions every month and will save you a lot of time. And the other thing you might be worried about is, what if my income is irregular? Will that still work for me? The answer is yes. If you have variable income, sales commissions, maybe you're self-employed, you can still absolutely do this. You just need an extra step. We're going to base your automation on your worst typical month, not your best. If your lowest normal month is $8,000, we're going to build these fixed bills around an $8,000 automation. When you have a $12,000 month, the extra $4,000 actually goes automatically to be saved and invested to actually further your financial goals and provide more emergency funds. So if all that sounds exciting and you're dedicated to making 2026 your best financial year yet, then block off some time in your calendar now to put this into action. If you need help setting this all up, I have a full free YouTube video that walks you through the steps of setting this up. And if you need more help and would like to get my advice on a more personalized level, this is exactly what we help our clients with here at Rogue Finance. If that sounds interesting and you want to have a chat, click the link below and schedule a call with me and my team. Thank you so much for watching, and let's make sure that 2026 is the year where you start actually hitting your financial goals consistently and on autopilot.